Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said. Finally dropped Donda.
Donda's finally out. According to him, Universal did it without his permission, which we all know is a lie. There's so much controversy around this album. Charlemagne, DJ Envy, you know, the Breakfast Club is a huge platform.
Yeah.
They've been on both sides of the coin when it comes to Kanye. They just recently finished, well, Envy just recently finished calling him a clown repeatedly, saying his whole team is a clown.
Wow.
For allowing him to, you know, go through and do everything he's doing. Charlemagne called the album long and lackluster.
Hey.
Right.
You got my message, right? You got my message about the album when I was listening to it, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you could speak to that too, but like the king, not the king, but definitely he's in the fucking kingdom. Soulja Boy jumps on the train. Now, I mean, bro, like, if this is even real, you guys know the text message conversation that apparently happened between Kanye and Soulja, where Kanye is calling Soulja a genius, or maybe it's, I don't even know. But both of these two are these are egomaniacs. So
yeah.
whatever, let's just say it even happened. Kanye hits him up, get on my record, and the verse doesn't make the album. Like, that doesn't happen.
So Soulja Boy, I heard about this. So you're telling me Soulja Boy, like this is real? Like he really did a verse on a Kanye West song and then they took it off? Or did Soulja Boy just find an instrumental with a Kanye and record his own verse? Well, and then say it's supposed to be on Donda? Because I could see Soulja Boy going to those lengths. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying. You got people are acting like, so there's both sides. Again, I stand by what I said. Just because I asked you to do a song and I bigged up your ego, and then you send me a verse, it might not make it.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's okay. On the flip side, let's not put anything past Soulja Boy. With that being said, let's cut to the video.
I tried to tell them, but they didn't believe. Them Drake gon' put it down, not on the street. Me and Kanye on that jet gon' eat. How about the Rari, you know I'm a beast. We go out that damn and look like a feast. Bust down my road and then bust down my teeth. Drop up in body, red markers on street. Bust down my key money, I can't even see. Cash out on max and I just wanna sleep. Shut up and mention, ain't no Airbnb.
There was other people in the room, like the other guy is sitting on the chair. It looks like he's on his cell phone, probably scrolling through Instagram. And then his next boy is just standing there. Nobody else is vibing on that. I don't know how Soulja Boy got his feelings hurt by not being. Well, I mean, I understand why and how he got his feelings hurt. But when you have artists out here like Lil Baby, like Da Baby, like Meg Thee Stallion, like there's people that Kanye did put on his album that, you know, just kind of making more noise right now.
Well, Soulja Boy doesn't think so. In fact, he took to Twitter additionally and said, that nigga Kanye so pussy. Lame ass nigga thought he could be the president. Sit your goofy ass down somewhere. That's why Hove don't fuck with you, weirdo. And then he tweets again, go have another rant, pussy ass nigga. You need help. You ain't have to call me in the first place. Who the fuck you think you is, nigga? On God, you a bitch, Kanye West. And if you got a problem with it, I'ma knock you out myself, nigga. How you get so lame, Kanye West? Call me at Kim Kardashian. He did the same shit on RoboCop when Amber Rose was in the studio years ago. I hate working with this dude. He needs help, seriously. If he didn't like the verse, he should have just said so. Don't text me acting like you fuck with me, then secretly take it off. What kind of shit is that? I was working on my album too. I don't got time for this shit. So
all of that was Soulja Boy?
Yeah. So I mean, there might
Wow. Okay.
be
That was all
some
one person.
yeah, there might be some validity to this, but again, I have to say, maybe it just didn't make it wasn't hot enough. Chris Brown put him on blast on Instagram. He called Kanye West a whole hoe.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I guess I say all that just to say this in summation. What did Kanye West do to any of these people? Additionally, because maybe he did, but that's why I'm asking. I want to know. Additionally, we are in the era of social media. We need things. We need this to travel. We need this to stay on the tip of people's tongues. The music, the visuals, and the drama.
Yeah.
What's to say this isn't all planned? Is what I'm trying to say.
I think people are mad or angry at Kanye because I don't care how you want to put this, man. And I said this earlier with all the listening parties and all this stuff. You hear the money this guy made? He's finessing his fans for a check. Like, people are obviously anticipating, well, we're anticipating this album dropping, so he knew what he was doing. But to have the listening parties and to charge for tickets and then sell merch and then do all this extra stuff online, it looks like you're finessing your fans to pay for your bill for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium or whatever else you want to pay for. You know, you finally drop the album after you say you're going to drop it on the 3rd and then you drop it earlier, whatever, Universal, who cares? And you drop the album and now we've all been waiting for it. We've all been anticipating it. And I don't know who said that the thing was lackluster, but I listened to it.
Charlemagne.
And whoever said that it was long and lackluster,
Charlemagne.
you can go my IG right now and check out my story. The thing I said on my story, I said Kanye's album is like a full-time shift. I had to take a 15-minute lunch break in between. You know? So it wasn't anything. The anticipation was the best part of his album, and that's why I think people are mad at Kanye. That would be why I would be angry if I was an artist. Looking at what he's doing, man. Look at what he's doing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
You've been on this podcast and you've talked about your mom, right?
Yeah, I've spoken of her.
Cool. Now, as a viewer of this podcast and also as a participant, do you think I have the right to tell you how you should feel about your mom or even express those feelings? Do I have the right to do that?
You have a right to your opinion, 100%.
Do I have
but
the
if
right
you're if you're trying to tell me what to do, no, you don't have the right for that.
Cool. Now, what if you wrote a song about your mom?
Okay.
Right? So now let's take it out of just talking about it and you put it in a record, right? And maybe the song was harsh, right? But it was honest. Do I have the right? Like, what now you've put it in the form of art, and when you put it in art, it gets to be critiqued. So now, don't you think that's a little bit more challenging to critique? Because at the end of the day, this is your mom. This is a song that you made about the relationship with your mother. How, as an outsider, am I able to properly critique that? Because ultimately, this is what Donda is. It's a tribute to his mom. So It could have been 50 minutes, 30 minutes. It could have been 6 hours. This could be part 1 of a 6 installment series. This is
like a Trapped in the Closet series all over again.
Sure, why not? This is a tribute to his
That would be
mom.
horrible. That would be horrible. There was already 27 songs on there.
What I'm trying to say, though, is viewing public, listening public, of course you have the right to critique the album, but at the end of the day, this is a tribute to his mom. This is how that's like trying to tell a nigga, yo, the way you feel about your mom is whack. That's really what people are trying to say. The way you feel about your mom is whack. Because check this out. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. But it's weird to say that.
Yeah, you see, I think what you're missing though is the difference between intention, which obviously there was an intention behind it, and just being honest with somebody. You understand what it is? When you have your little children, little small, just learning how to write or just learning how to draw, they may want to write you a letter, or they may want to draw you a picture. Now you go and you look at this picture from your 4-year-old and your 5-year-old, and you look at it and you say, oh, this is beautiful. I love it. But in the scope of art, as far as artists go, it's probably not a Picasso. It's probably not the best drawing ever. If you entered into a contest full of adults and didn't tell somebody a child drew it, they probably wouldn't grade it very high. The intention is great, but for the child, your intention is great, but saying it, but then there's a reality behind things. So sometimes, you just have to be honest with somebody. And I get that Kanye's intention. I understand what he was trying to do with this. I get it. But I'm going to reiterate my statement. Once you start making money off of it, like not from the actual music itself, directly, but these little shows that you want to use to market it and the merch and everything like that, because he's going to go on tour. He's probably going to go on tour. He's going to sell more merch. There's going to be more money made off of this, So when you capitalize like that and then, you drop it and I listen to it and there's nothing really about it,
Well,
I got to be honest.
Well, first of all, when you talk about him capitalizing and him going on tour and him selling merch, Kanye West is signed to a major label. He's going to do all those things, whether he wants to or not. Additionally, to your point about the child drawing a photo or whatever, a picture of their parent
or whatever.
What I'm trying to say is, yeah, cool. Enter it into a contest. It's not going to be graded very high if it's not known that a child drew the picture. If it's looked at as an adult drew the picture. But to your own words, the intent is there. Bro, right. I cannot sing. Okay. But if someone I love passes away and we shared a song, I'm gonna sing that song at their fucking eulogy. And
do your thing.
What person is gonna come up to me and be like, that shit was horrible? What the hell are you doing?
They'll be thinking in their mind.
No, they won't. You know why? Because they know prior to me just bursting out into song, I'm going to set a precedence, give some context. Hey,
what are you gonna say? I'm a horrible singer, but
no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna tell a story as to why this song meant so much between me and this person, and then I'm gonna do my thing.
Right.
This is everybody knows what Kanye West's mom meant to him. So Kanye wouldn't give a shit, or at least shouldn't give a shit, what people think about the album. This album isn't for them. It's a dedication to his mom. So what I'm trying to say is it's art. People can critique it all they want, but he doesn't care, nor should he.
Listen, we can sit here and critique it all day, but
I'm not critiquing.
I'm not.
I haven't even heard it yet.
No, I mean like Kanye's intentions. You're critiquing Kanye's intentions, so you're
not critiquing his intentions. I'm telling you his intentions.
Whatever, man. Whatever words you want to use, okay? All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, Kanye is trying to do something and it just didn't come off to the general public. So the general public just feels the need to be honest. Everybody understands what you're saying. Everybody understands what his intentions were. But I mean, there's no replacement for good music, for really good music. And there's not that there's not good songs on his album. There are some really deep, really good songs, but there's some songs I listened to and I said, man, I wish this guy was still messing with the people that was helping him right before, that whole team that he had before, because I can tell that they're missing.
And here's the other thing. I'm sorry, this has to be said. The album's like 2 hours. You said you had to take a break to listen to it, right? That tells me you've heard it once. So what I need to say is I love it how there's people out there who heard it once and they're like, this is a classic, or who heard it once and they're like, this is shit. You heard it once.
I've heard it more than once, but I get what you're saying.
When I
did that message, I'd listen to it. When I did that message, I'd listen to it just the one time. You're right.
Listen, you have to live with because again, when you consider the intent, you can't just watch it once, or I'm talking about like if it was a movie, you can't just listen to it once and be like, yeah, that was whack, or yeah, that was no, because there's so much shit that you're missing. When it's a 2-hour album, you're gonna replay that thing like 3-4 times if you put in the work, and you're gonna hear new shit. You're gonna hear new instrumentation. You're gonna hear new ad libs, something that may change the entire record. So you guys y'all need to knock it off, man. And this is not even a Kanye defense thing. This is just like, how do y'all listen to music? What did Jay-Z say? Do y'all just listen to music or do you skim through it? What are y'all doing? Y'all have and then you got people are wilding out talking about Vivo Foreign killed it. Shut the fuck up. Viewing public, what are your thoughts here, man? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Deuces. Okay. Well, September 3rd.
Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far, you have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000. And we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.